It's missing something. No good. I think it's broken. Maybe I can fix it. That'll do. Let's see what's down there. It's really dark down here. It's empty. I should look for some oil around here. I need to prepare the lamp before I... It's too dark. The wick is too short. I need to pull it out more. The wick is Everything is ready. Let's light it up. Whoa! That bat appeared out of nowhere. Wait, there's another door at the back. I wonder what's behind it. And it's locked. I'm not even surprised. Some pieces are missing. Are they related to the lock? I better grab a photo. Ruben led me here. Maybe he knows something about these shapes too. Ruben, good thing you're still here.
Just making sure the light will stay on after I leave. What's going on? Did you find anything?
I found a secret tunnel in the abandoned house, but there were some old missing pieces from a lock on a door down in the tunnel. I think I need them to unlock it. One piece had a skull on it, and the other had a tree. Any ideas?
I won't be of any help, but Mrs. Bird might. She's always finding old, unusual bits and pieces around the island. You should go and ask her. She's probably back in the mansion.
Will do. Thanks.
You'll probably find Georgiana in the mansion.
I could ask if they've seen Mrs. Bird. Has either of you seen Mrs. Bird around?
Not me.
She's been dusting the club room, I think.
Great! Thanks! Mrs. B, we need to talk.
Have you found something on Portia?
Well, I did find pictures of myself on her laptop.
Oh my. Why on earth is she collecting those?
Ruben said she tends to take extra precautions when it comes to his safety.
Portia is a bit of a control freak, sure. But her paranoia is troubling. Is that why you came to see me?
Not exactly. Do you know about the abandoned tunnels on Esperanza?
Tunnels? This is the first I've heard of them.
It seems like someone must have taken precautions to keep it safely hidden.
What exactly do you mean, dear?
Take a look at this photo, Mrs. Burke. Do these shapes look familiar?
Actually, they do. Where was this photo taken?
At the end of that abandoned tunnel. I believe these shapes may unlock the door there.
May I have a closer look?
Of course.
I think I remember now. Ruben built this mansion on some dilapidated ruins from centuries ago. When I first arrived in Esperanza, there was still a few antique pieces left behind.
Who had left the antiques here?
Oh, I reckon Esperanza used to be a smuggling port for pirates. In any case, your photo reminds me of a few antiques I found before. We donated most of them to museums, but kept a few as decorations for the mansion.
Really? Where are they now?
If my memory serves me right, I put them in the cave and forest suites. One was Freddy's room, and Janet staying in the forest suite in the garden.
Any chance you have a spare key?
Afraid not, dear. You'll have to find Janet and ask her.
Okay. I hope the antiques are still in those rooms.
Care to join me for a snack, partner?
Actually, I need to speak to Janet. Have you seen her?
Why? You two planning something?
I thought we were past being suspicious of each other.
Sure, just watching out for Janet here. Nothing personal.
Please, just tell me if you've seen her.
Yeah, she's out in the garden.
Thanks. I could search Freddy's room first, or go talk to Janet. Hey, Janet. Could you let me into your room for a minute?
Oh, I'd love to let myself in too, but the damn key is missing. Oh, I'd love to let myself in too, but the damn key is missing.
Could you have dropped it somewhere?
Maybe, maybe not. But I've already looked everywhere.
When was the last time you had the key?
I definitely had it earlier this morning when I was in the wine cellar.
What were you doing in the wine cellar?
Isn't it obvious? With everything that's been going on lately... Hold on. Why do you need to get into my room?
Honestly, there's an important piece with a tree on it I need to find there.
Right. Well, that's not happening without a key.
Why don't I double-check the wine cellar? A second pair of eyes always helps.
That'd be great, Carla. I'll take another look near my suite.
I need some type of tool to open it. That's the key! I should tell Janet the good news. I found the key to your forest suite, Janet.
That's a relief. Be my guest and unlock the door then. It's the one behind me?
Your suite is fantastic.
It has a calming effect, doesn't it?
Janet, is this yours?
This thing? I've never seen it before, Carla.
I'm sure whoever attacked the Admiral was wearing this.
What?
I found the same fabric at the crime scene. Clearly, it was ripped out of this coat.
No. I'll prove it's not mine. See? I can barely move in this. The coat isn't mine, Carla.
Any idea how it ended up in your room?
How should I know? I've been locked out of my room all day?
I have a hunch that someone else broke in and planted the trench coat.
How? It's not like the lock was broken.
I've already learned that there's a spare key for everything.
Now that's not gonna help me sleep better at night.
Okay, well, we won't solve this in a second. I'll figure out whose coat this is later. I'd better grab a photo of the coat.
Right then. The tree piece you came here for? Do you know where it is?
No idea, but it should be somewhere in here. I'll look around. Something is missing here. Found it! I'll be out of your hair now.
Carla, before you go, tell me you believe that coat isn't mine?
Of course. I doubt you'd leave evidence lying around.
That's a weight off my shoulders. Thanks.
Just be careful, Janet, with your key and everything else. I should head to Freddy's room for the other piece.
Ah, Miss Page. Why am I not surprised to see you here?
What are you doing in Freddy's room?
Simply conducting a thorough search in case we'd missed something.
I'm looking for an antique with a skull on it.
An antique with a skull on it. How is that relevant?
Long story short, I've discovered a secret tunnel underneath the ruins. The pieces may help to unlock the door on the far side of it.
A secret tunnel. Does Reuben know of it?
Well, he said that the abandoned house was a good hiding spot, so I went there.
And managed to discover a hidden passage? Unbelievable, Miss Page. Could the tunnel lead us to the sniper rifle?
There's no trace of the gun in the secret tunnel as yet.
But you're still going down that rabbit hole?
That's our only lead right now, and I'm not the giving up type. Do you mind helping me find the skull piece?
Let's give it a try.
got it! Time to see if these pieces can unlock the door.
I'll keep an eye on everyone else. Be careful down there, Carla.
Always. I should place both pieces in the door. Now the same for the tree piece. It doesn't seem quite right. Maybe I can rotate them. I think that did it. I can open the door. Finally! I can see what's behind this door. What a cavern! I'd say this used to be a smuggler's hideout. Seems like the perfect place to hide a weapon. I should look around. It's too dark in there. I need some light. With a bit of glue, I could make the poster stick. I need to break it somehow. Stop! Who are you?
Carla, wake up. Are you okay? You had me scared to death there, Carla.
I'm alive, but my vision is a bit blurry. I think I took a hard fall.
What happened here, Miss Page?
While I was looking around, I saw a dark figure watching me from the cave opening above. I decided to go after them, and then everything went black. The next thing I see is you too. How long was I out for?
It had been a few hours since you told me you were going to investigate the tunnel you found, and you weren't back yet.
Sam had a bad feeling about it. So he came to me, and we decided to go look for you.
The dark figure you mentioned, did you see their face? I believe they could have been our culprit.
I didn't, unfortunately. The last thing I remember is climbing that rope and hitting the ground.
Did the rope just snap?
It seemed like that person was carrying a knife, so they might have cut the rope.
If that's the case, finding that knife could lead us to the culprit.
Let's inspect the rope so we know for certain. It's right over there. I need to check. Oh, looks like the rope was actually cut. I need to take a photo of it. It's a clean cut. Someone definitely wanted me to fall to my death, or at least get seriously injured.
If I was the culprit and someone was breathing down my neck, I'd try to get rid of them too. Maybe you found something they didn't want you to find.
I'm not sure. There's no sniper rifle here, but I did find this bullet.
A bullet. Let me have a look. This is definitely a round from a sniper rifle. It looks too modern to be part of the old wreckage.
Where does that lead us, Samuel?
Depending on the rifle, it could have been fired from any distance, but there isn't time to comb the entire island. We need to narrow down our search. Perhaps this cavern holds more clues.
Yeah, let's take another look around.
Carla, you shouldn't. You've just suffered a head trauma. I'd like Catherine to examine you.
I'm fine, really. I can help you find more evidence.
Please, Carla, listen to me. If anything bad were to happen to you, the guilt would cripple me.
All right, all right. I'll take a breather.
Thank you. I'll text Catherine to meet you in the dining hall. Samuel and I will get on the culprit's trail ourselves. You've helped a great deal already.
Well, I'd better get going back to the mansion. A bit dizzy, but nothing I can't handle.
Carla, are you okay? Ruben texted me saying there was an emergency.
I fell from a height and hit the ground pretty hard. My head's still spinning, actually.
Oh dear, you might have a concussion. I definitely need to examine you. The only problem is I can't find my pen light. I must have left it somewhere around here when I was looking after Q. I know you're not feeling your best right now, but maybe you could help me look for it?
Of course.
Thank you. Just don't overexert yourself, Carla.
found it.
Great. Pass it over and we can start the examination. The nervous system doesn't seem to be damaged.
That's a relief.
How dare you!
What's all that ruckus?
Stop lying. I know you love him,
Look
Portia.
who's shown their teeth. No wonder Ruben never replied to your desperate letter. You little rat!
Should we interfere?
I can't just stand by and let that escalate. Please, break it up, you two.
Mind your own damn business.
Carla, it's not what you think.
Well, I definitely saw you slap Portia.
She got what she deserved. I won't let her disrespect me anymore.
Respect is earned, not given. And Janet's just an irrational child making stupid decisions.
Portia, would you just shut up, please?
And here I was, thinking you were on my side.
Can someone just explain how this started?
Jax found a scrapbook in her room full of photos of Ruben and his schedule.
Aha! So it's Traynor who's been snooping around.
What's so weird about the schedule, Janet? Portia is Ruben's assistant.
There are detailed notes on Ruben's toothbrushing habits and other disturbing stuff. What if Ruben didn't follow this control freak schedule? God knows what she'd do.
Janet, it's not that bad. Rather obsessive, sure, but not suspicious.
Are you kidding me? Is Portia manipulating everyone now?
At least I haven't been feeding my boyfriend false hope.
Leave Jax out of this.
Hey! We can't keep going at each other's throats.
And you just keep on taking Portia's side, huh? I thought we had each other's back, Carla. I guess I was wrong.
Good riddance. Now why don't you get back to Catherine?
Gladly.
Ah, Carla. Kat was just reassuring me about your health. What was that commotion in the foyer?
Portia and Janet had a disagreement. Almost turned into a catfight, but I diffused the situation.
Thank you, Carla. Indeed, it is hard to keep a level head in the current circumstances.
It does feel like the murders are pushing people over the edge.
We need to keep our heads. This will all be over once we catch the murderer.
Did you find anything else in the cavern?
We've figured out where your dark figure might have escaped to.
That hole in the wall must lead to the secluded beach, not too far from the docks.
Oh, I haven't searched the beaches yet. What's out there?
Flotsam Jetsam. Sometimes Q finds a stranded ocean creature to help.
So the tide might have washed away any evidence, too.
What are we expecting to find there, anyway?
Anything that could help us identify the culprit.
That's wishful thinking, to say the least.
Why don't we head down and find out?
Sure. Meet us at the docks, Carla. There. The secluded beach is up ahead.
It's getting late. Soon it'll be too dark to find any clues.
Nah. I think we can search the beach before it gets dark.
The sun sets quickly in this part of the world, Miss Page, and I don't want to risk missing any key evidence.
Agreed. Carla, there should be an LED light in the boathouse. Could you find it, please? In the meantime, I'll head back to the mansion for some batteries.
An LED light. Okay, I'll get it.
And I'll keep watch out here.
I have to repair it first. Sheesh, it actually got dark. Whoa, you were right about it getting dark, Admiral.
It's all about observing and understanding your environment, Miss Page.
We're lucky to have someone with military training on our side.
And a sharp-eyed journalist. Did you find the LED light?
I did.
Great. Pass it to me. I've got the batteries. All right. Let's scour that beach now. Can you see the cave opening?
I think I see a cave opening. Barely. But yes, it's a bit high, but I think it's the same place.
Obviously, nobody could reach it without equipment.
We had some climbing gear stored in the greenhouse, actually.
Right now, we should have a look around here. Maybe we can find something that was left behind by the culprit.
Agreed. Just give me a moment to set up the light. Much better, right? Let's look around to see if we can find anything.
S.W. Samuel Wilkinson?
Did you find something, Carla?
Nope.
This place is a dead end.
Ruben, what's that on your hand?
What the heck?
That rash doesn't look good, Ruben. What is it?
It could be a reaction to the venom in Ruben's blood.
I suppose it was naive to think miraculous would cure it.
This doesn't look good. You should ask Dr. Cat to take a look at it.
I agree with Miss Page, and I don't want to see another dead body around here. If anything happens,
I understand your concerns. I'm texting Catherine right now.
So, Admiral, any theories about the culprit's identity?
well, it sure takes strength to scale those cliffs. I'd say whoever it was had training.
You mean, like in a military boot camp?
Could be. But the only two who had military training on this island are Lucas and me. Unfortunately, he is dead, and I'm the one left chasing this goddamn murderer.
Right. Moving forward, we should all be extra careful.
It's settled. I'm heading out to Seacat now. Sam, could you check if my climbing gear was used?
You read my mind.
I'd like to hear Dr. Cat's thoughts on the rash, if you don't mind.
Not at all. Come along, Carla.
Wait, I could search the Admiral's room for clues about the knife.
Why did you stop, Carla? Are you still coming along to Kat's suite?
I just need to check on a potential lead. Go ahead, I'll catch up.
All right, then. We'll be at the Starship suite.
Did the knife sink with the boat and wash ashore? Or did the Admiral take it with him beforehand? If so, there should be a matching sheath somewhere in his suite. There has to be a way to heat it up. There has to be a way to heat it up. Let's see if the knife fits. It's a perfect fit. Damn it! I'd really hoped I could trust the Admiral. But now? Calm down, Carla. One thing at a time. Let's find out if Dr. Kat has diagnosed Ruben first.
Miss Page? Aren't you supposed to be with Ruben?
Yes, well, something else came up.
And how would you explain why you were in my room?
Actually, I thought I'd help you investigate the climbing gear.
The gear was at the greenhouse, though. Did that information slip your mind?
No, I just figured you'd be back in your suite by now.
Don't take me for a fool, Miss Page. It's clear you're withholding information from me. Need I remind you that's a violation of federal law?
Of course not. If I knew something, I'd tell you.
Carla, I trust you to tell me the truth, but don't push it. And please tell Ruben that the culprit must have used their own climbing gear. I'll devise a plan to track the killer, given some time to think. Alone.
Got it. I'll be on my way. Is the Admiral onto me? Maybe that wasn't the best time to snoop. But what's done is done. I should carry on and check up on Ruben.
Ah, Carla. Any news on that lead you pursued?
Nothing solid yet.
Well, it's definitely abnormal in its shape and the way it's spreading.
Anything else you can tell us?
I'm out of my depth here, sorry. but rashes like these don't appear out of thin air.
Could it be a reaction to the venom?
Perhaps, but we need to research it further to be sure.
We could run some tests in my workshop. I have all the equipment and tools we could need.
What tests are you planning to run?
We'll sample the bacteria from the rash tissue.
And we can culture and examine the infected cells.
I'm no biologist, but don't cells take ages to grow?
Indeed. But I have a device, a cell growth accelerator. We'll have the results in no time.
Do you use the device in your genetic studies?
No. It helps me study a variety of things in microbiology. It's just quick and efficient.
I hate to interrupt an educational moment, but I'd like a word with Ruben, in private.
Carla, let's meet in the workshop. If you get there first, could you please look for a petri dish?
Sure, will do.
That's grand. Carla, we'll join you soon.
If you don't mind, I'd
Oh, you're both here already. Didn't see you.
We just came in. Since you were really into your search, we decided not to disturb you. Did you manage to find the petri dish? Ruben already started the preparations.
Yes, got it right here. Do you need anything else set up?
Just giving the cell accelerator a little tweak, and we're good to go.
Carla, could you sample the tissue? It could be a great learning experience.
Oh, I guess I could give it a try.
Just brush the rash with a cotton swab and dip it into the medium in the petri dish.
Cotton swab, petri dish, got it. Next, I need to I should open the petri.
You handled that well, Carla. Ever thought of becoming a scientist yourself?
It'd definitely be interesting to dabble in science.
If we ever get off this island, I could get you a spot at a research center.
Oh, I'll give it some thought.
All right. I'll let the accelerator work its magic now. It might take an hour or so.
I guess we're going to be here a while.
The cells are almost ready.
You bastard!
Jackson, what's the...
Are you crazy, Jax?
Maybe. Why else would I mistake this traitor for a friend?
We are friends.
So why didn't you tell me that you love Jan? Yeah, that's what I thought.
As much as I hate prying into your affairs, Ruben, this worries me. What's going on?
Well, you heard the men. I just don't understand how Jax found out.
I should have told you before, but Portia and Janet were fighting about a love letter earlier. The letter Janet had sent you? My guess is that Portia told Jax all about it.
I suppose I deserve the fallout.
You haven't done anything to deserve to be punched in the face.
Doing nothing is still a choice, Carla. And I chose to keep Jax in the dark.
But do you actually love Janet?
I do, but she's dating Jax, and I'd hate to be the homewrecker.
Ruben, you can't bottle up your emotions forever. Just be true to Janet, okay?
Funny. I thought I'd get over her. I figured she'd be happily settled with Jax. But my hypotheses have never been so wrong.
The way I see it, you should settle things with Jax first. He's your best friend, right?
Damn right. And I owe him a proper explanation.
Hold your horses, Ruben. We need to finish examining the rash.
Right. Just give me a moment to focus.
The cells should have grown by now, Carla. Could you get the peach...
The Petri dish should be in the accelerator.
Carla, could you take a look too? It would be nice to have a second opinion.
I'm no expert, but those cells look infected to me.
Well spotted. There are traces of venom on them, and so on Ruben's hand. As I didn't find any punctures, the culprit must have applied the poison differently.
Someone could have sprayed the poison without even touching Ruben.
Indeed. A perfume bottle or a gardening spray could have been used.
I hate to suggest this, but Portia has a sharp eye and keeps tabs on all the guests. Maybe she noticed something odd before you collapsed at dinner.
Maybe. Portia never bought the whole Lucas's death was an accident theory anyway. She might actually help us narrow down the list of suspects.
You want us to question her?
No, I'll deal with it. We have some unresolved feelings to discuss anyway.
All right, let's get some sleep, Carla.
Please get us up to speed tomorrow, Ruben.
Promise.
Time to catch up on sleep then. Huh? I got 3 messages. From whom? What happened? I should hurry.
Hey, has Ruben texted you too?
Yeah. Any idea what's going on?
God knows, Carla. I'm heading upstairs to find out.
Ruben was terrified in his message. So let's just keep our eyes open.
You think it's the killer? We can't hang around here any longer, Carla.
Then let's hurry to Portia's suite. Ruben? What's going on?
She's dead. Portia's been shot.
Damn it. I'm so sorry, Ruben.
We'll catch the murderer, I promise.
Ruben, what about Janet?
She was breathing, but I'm not sure what happened to her.
I'd better check then. She's unconscious, but there's no major threat to her. Carla, could you help me move Janet onto the chair?
Let me help.
You've been through so much. I'll do it.
Oh, Portia. All she ever wanted was to keep me safe and sound. What's the point of my research if I can't even protect my own family?
None of this is your fault, Ruben. Don't be so hard on yourself.
And there's no shame in taking time to mourn. Maybe you should.
No, I won't stop until Portia's killer is under lock and key.
Then let's take it from the top. Tell us everything you saw.
All right. As you know, I was going to ask Portia about potential suspects. I knocked at first, but nobody answered. So I barged in and saw Portia lying in a pool of blood. I rushed towards her, but unfortunately, it was too late. She'd been shot dead.
Do you know what happened to Janet?
No idea. She was already unconscious when I found her. But look at all that mess. You said there was bad blood between Janet and Portia, right? What if they've been fighting and...
Well, it's no coincidence that Janet's in the room. But do you think she murdered Portia?
I doubt Janet could pull the trigger, but it's hard to ignore the circumstances.
Well, maybe the Admiral was involved? Right now, he's the only person with a gun on the island.
I don't think Samuel could ever do something as horrible as this. But perhaps we should investigate this scene before we start pointing fingers.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Now, if you don't mind, Ruben, we should inspect Portia's body for any clues.
Of course, Catherine. Whatever you need to piece this together.
Let me just get a shot of the crime scene first.
Any idea when she passed away?
The blood hasn't clotted yet, so I'd guess Portia died about a half an hour ago. But there's also some bruising on her arms, too. Take a look.
Three gunshot wounds. A bruise on her forehead. Was Portia hit by something? 3 shots? I need to examine Portia's body. Feathers? From a pillow, perhaps. Seems there was a struggle before shots were fired. I think I've seen enough. I should grab a photo for evidence. Portia was shot 3 times.
3 times and nobody heard it?
There are feathers scattered everywhere. Might be related. I'll take a quick look around. Something must have been used to silence the shots. Looks like a bullet hole. I should grab a photo of it. It looks like the murderer used a pillow to suppress the sound of the shots.
That could dampen the sound a bit, but it wouldn't silence it completely. We would still have heard the shots being fired.
The storm's getting...
I agree with Carla, Ruben. This storm's not in our favor.
Portia was shot 3 times. But the bruises indicate there was a fight too. I think the shots were impulsive, which means the killer didn't stick around for long. There's a chance that they left more evidence.
So how does Janet fit into all this?
I don't know yet. She's the odd one out at the moment. Maybe I'll be able to make more sense of it once she's regained consciousness. In the meantime, I'll look around the room some more. The laptop took some heavy damage too. A black USB key in the laptop? It doesn't look like the same USB key I used to access Portia's laptop before. I threw that USB key behind the table. Let's see if it's still there. The USB key is too far away. I can't reach it. I need something to fish it out with. I can't reach... I think I found a piece of potential evidence, but I need something long to fish it out with. Do you have anything I could use?
The closest thing I can think of is an antique cane I was showing the Admiral before.
I guess that would work. But are you sure I can use it?
I don't care. If it can do the trick, use it. It's in...
If you say so. I guess that will do. I should head back up.